must have forgotten my keys in the break room again. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room. I had my keys with me during break. I must have forgotten them in the break room.
Oh. Hypocrite bitch. Oh!
Hypocrite bitch? What did Linda do? And to whom?
My wife will be at your parents tonight, so come by the house at 8 p.m. and make sure you bring the new lingerie I bought you. Oh. God damn, this shit hard to get off.
That'll do. I'll just have to make sure I don't forget to return it. I should be able to open 509 now. Back to the 5th floor. It's locked.
Hey, you.
Oh, hey, Beth. On break already?
Sadly, no. I have an express delivery to make to the 6th floor.
Isn't that Jacques or Andrew's job?
Well, they're both busy, so... What about you? I thought you'd be in 509.
I'm heading up now. I just had to grab Linda's master key before I could continue our... investigation.
Oh, I see. Well, this has been quite the day so far, hasn't it? I can't remember the last time work was this interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. That's not all, though. While I was looking for my keys, I found some graffiti on Linda's door.
What kind of graffiti are we talking about?
The words, hypocrite bitch, in red lipstick. I wonder who could have written it.
If I had to bet, I'd put my money on Wendy. Linda's been treating her like her personal punching bag as of late.
Bernard's already on his last nerve today. If he catches wind of more drama between Linda and Wendy, the stress might kill him.
Huh. And I can only hope I'll have a front row seat when that happens.
I don't know the first thing about running a hotel, but the amount of pressure he must be under, I don't think any good would come from adding to that.
I guess not. You know, I don't know how you do it, Sophie. Maybe it's because my empathy only goes so far, but I admire that you're able to feel for just about anyone.
I like to put myself in other people's shoes, especially if they're people I find fascinating, like you.
Wow. The way you turned that compliment right back around at me was masterful. Well, this was a lovely chat, but I better see if Eugene is around maintenance. Hopefully he can help me find this thing for our esteemed guest.
Yeah, we've both got a lot on our plates today.
I can't wait to find out more about our friends H&M. Take care.
You too.
Be a little nosy.
Right, the master key only unlocks the guests' rooms. I'll have to get my keys later. At least I can get into 509 now.
What is it?
Wendy? It's Sophie. Are you alright?
Do I sound alright?
No, I guess not.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk.
I was in the break room earlier, and, I couldn't help but overhear your argument with Jacques. I'm sorry he let Linda get to his head. He should be trusting you, not her.
Yeah, well,
I know I wouldn't be your first pick, but I'm here if you need to talk.
maybe later. I just can't talk about it. I can't talk about it right now. I'm sorry I was rude.
It's okay.
Sophie,
Yeah?
thank you.
Yeah, Linda's not exactly, my door's always open, come on in kind of boss. Getting into 509 will be no problem with the master key. Let's get to the bottom of all this. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add. Does carrying this everywhere really make us better maids? Bernard seems to think so.
Baby, why you ain't just not? Cause there could have been somebody in there, bitch. She said she don't give a fuck. First reason.
My first step should be to tidy up a bit. Searching a clean room is easier than searching a messy one. More work for poor Rebecca. Hang in there, Reb. Looks like someone had quite the shopping spree. No combination, no entry. I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. This person looking for you back in Texas, was he really just a coworker?
Yeah, selling them drugs, yeah.
Wow, you look like a couple out of a magazine. Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is.
Um,
Mrs. Cruz got her personal information stolen. Is Mr. Morgan behind it? Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters.
Four letters. Me personally, when I used to be in hotels and shit, I used to make sure my shit was clean, like bitch, and not, baby. Most of my shit was in the car, bitch. Bitch, only thing that was out was like some change of clothes and some toiletries, bitch. Cause you not finna, no bitch like this finna be.
Looks like someone tore that note apart.
Nobody finna come snoop through my shit, bitch.
I can't make out what's written. This looks right up Andrew's alley. I wonder if he's read this one.
Her nosy ass. Girl, are those your panties? Oh, not birth control, girl. Yeah, fuck them kids. You not having kids this summer, girl. Fuck them kids. Fuck the man too. Let me stop. Let me saying that shit like I just didn't get dick. You shut the fuck up.
Am I reading this right? The account's been emptied.
Oh. I'm surprised his ass ain't came in. You know, he like to say son.
Whoever wrote this is as much a reader as they are a doodler. Whoever wrote this is as much a
Shut
reader
the
as
fuck
they
up.
are a doodler.
Ah. Oh, 4 letters. There's a bank.
Maybe I'll find more of those torn paper pieces if I keep cleaning the room. Hello? Hello? Beth? Is that you?
Girl, after the first hello and nobody said nothing, I'm not. Girl. Oh, that. Maybe it's one trash. Yeah, this video is not getting posted before midnight. I don't know why the fuck.
It's some kind of code. Could I break it?
How she pieced that together, I would not know. Like, it'd be all in one setting. I don't know, honestly. Vicky got a parcel to serve. Imagine not what I didn't know. Oh, trash.
I should keep an eye out for those symbols.
Oh, symbols.
Morgan has on the wall of 505. Weren't there some peculiar doodles? Symbols, maybe. That yarn map Mr. Morgan has on the wall of 505. Weren't there some peculiar doodles? Symbols, maybe.
Yarn map.
I've definitely seen those symbols on some of the things in this room. Maybe I should take another look around.
She looked in this direction, so
Peculiar doodles? Symbols, maybe. Yeah. I think these match the symbols on the papers I collected. Aha! I'll have to remember these. I should keep an eye out for those symbols. Yes, these are part of the same set. I think I can use this. More of these symbols. Just what I was looking for. I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey Beth, it's me.
Hey, so how did the snooping go? Find anything?
I did. I found a message written in strange symbols. A kind of secret code.
A secret code? Well, spill the beans. What did it say?
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
In the vent? Who the hell does that?
I don't know, but whoever the message was intended for went through a lot of trouble to hide it. It was torn in 12 pieces and scattered in 3 different trash cans.
So the Cruises are keeping secrets from each other. Do you think one of them's having an affair?
I don't know. It really looks like blackmail.
Blackmail? What makes you say that?
I found a bank statement belonging to Mrs. Cruz. Her account was emptied very recently.
Ooh, that's interesting. But it could mean a lot of things.
What do you mean?
Well, people need their money, especially when they're traveling. Although I have to admit, withdrawing all of it does seem a bit strange. Is that all you've got to back your theory?
I also found a letter from some sort of company, Fernie and Weissman. It mentions a security breach.
Targeting the Cruises?
Just the wife. It seems some of her private information was stolen by someone.
A large withdrawal and a security breach? That can't be a coincidence. Maybe they got something on Mrs. Cruz. Something so bad she had to empty her bank account just to shut them up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I see it, yeah. It could be blackmail for sure. Do you think Mr. Morgan's the blackmailer?
If that's the case, does he intend to blackmail me too?
Oh, merde. That's possible. I guess it's a good thing you threw away those pictures earlier, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'll go have a look at the vent that's mentioned in the message. Check if we're on the right track.
Yeah, good idea, Bean. I'm about to go on break, so if you need my help again, just ask Andrew to patch you through to the break room.
All right. Enjoy your break.
Oh, I will.
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room. But which vent?
He getting his little Mac on. Okay, he fucking.
Looks like plaster for the renovations. Better not play with it.
Everybody fucking. Oh, they getting hot and heavy, bitch.
This must have been so much fun. Well, for the guests at least.
Next to her room. Okay, like where is everybody? Why are they not in their
He's
rooms?
been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it.
Rents. I'm confused.
Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard. Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. I won't complain. Oh boy, someone's been living it up. probably a cherished gift. If you just left it behind like this. Another fan of the Gossiper. I never did finish that article from this morning. That feels like so long ago now. What's the story behind this?
That shit would piss me the fuck off.
The message said next to your room. So it has to be a vent in the corridor.
Slow?
Can't open these without a screwdriver. I might be able to find a screwdriver in the janitor's closet. Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little... Highest priority, huh? That means Eugene's probably working in Bernard's office right now. Oh, Eugene. I had no idea. Sounds like Eugene asked Bernard to stop opposing the construction of... Wait, Sophie. You don't need these. Be careful. It's a slippery slope towards... This must be Eugene with his daughter. He looks like a caring father. Eugene must be down in Bernard's office. I should go ask him for a screwdriver.
Damn, bitch, I gotta do a lot of maneuvering and shit. And it was. Tiles, bitch.
It's, Miss Belivet, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right. You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here, anyway? Are you on break?
No. I'm just getting a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? What for?
Loose vent.
Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes. You're right.
Then leave the repairs to him.
Okay. I will.
Well, don't you look mischievous. Hey, Bean. If you're planning to give Bernard a good scare, sign me up.
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Oh, I see.
Eugene?
What the hell? You'd better go and take a look. I'll stand guard by the elevator, and make some noise if I see Bernard coming.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick. I have to find a screwdriver, but how often do I get to snoop around Bernard's office like this? Aha! Let's get you to that vent. Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous. Ew. Is this Linda's?
You nasty.
Ew. Is this Linda's? With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that. Time to see what secrets that vent is holding.
Surely your break is over by now.
No, it's not.
I came by here not too long ago, and Andrew was already covering for you.
That's because I was in the ladies' room.
That's no excuse to...
It's my time of the month. You're married, aren't you? So you know how it is. I have to go more often, and sometimes I stain the furniture, and don't get me started on all the...
That's enough details. Miss Belovit, what were you doing in my office?
I was simply closing the door. Someone left it ajar.
Huh. Must have been Eugene. Well, don't you have work to do?
Yes, sir.
Then get to it. Mr. Drake has asked to see you.
Again? God, he just can't get enough of me, can he?
Just indulge him. Apologize one more time for Friday's mishap. Do whatever needs to be done. We cannot afford to lose such loyal guests.
Okay, fine. That was a close one.
Yeah, I had a few cold sweats, but at least I found what I was looking for.
Good. Well, if you need me, I'll be attending to the whims and worries of our entitled client guests. Don't be a stranger.
All right, let's open the vent.
Damn, I don't he lagged a little bit. Eh. You know, if I wasn't recording this on time, I
Feel free
wouldn't
to
upset.
disturb room 508 now, but that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
I wouldn't be nosy, so. Oh shit. My ear itch. Miss Mamas. Baby, you should watch these sheets. They just got done fucking. Oh no. The girl that was pissed on the ground. I would have cried if that was piss on the ground. Scared the fuck out of me.
Hello?
Yeah?
I'm back. Yeah.
Welcome back. Discuss.
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Harrington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, Bean. Anything new to report?
I found a secret message.
Actually, that's why I'm calling. Would you mind looking up another guest for me?
Ooh, so you've got more names?
Yeah. Someone named Michael?
Let me check the logbook. How did you get that name anyway?
I found another message written in secret code. It says, "Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan."
So another husband, huh?
Maybe.
Well, there's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh! Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
Could Marcella?
Yes?
No, never mind. So, what's next?
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on. You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks, Beth. I'll call you back.
Oh, girl.
Looks like I'm headed to room 507.
Okay, like, where is everybody? Why they not in their rooms? That makes no sense to me. Why is none of these people in their rooms? And they're checked in. So where the fuck is y'all at?
Let's get to the bottom of this and find out what links these rooms together. Mr. Cruz, huh?
Mmm.
Aw, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you. That look in your eyes. What does it mean? And who's this from? Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere. You know the drill, Sophie. Let's sweep. And funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh. Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you. Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged. Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend. I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere? That key looks so familiar. Why do I associate it with room 505?
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like I was on the right track, cause he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Affair?
Bingo.
Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stalking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here.
If she's able to make a key out of this plaster, bitch.
Great. This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs? I can probably find the rest of what I need in the basement.
Like, I'm still trying to figure out why. I mean, they probably are like fucking or some shit. That's probably why they're not in their rooms. All of them aren't. They're connected, but they're not in their rooms. So they gotta be doing something together. moving people would do something like that. Always been loyal.
Candles, candles, candles. I think Rebecca keeps a stash of them, but where?
Where are you going?
What do you want? Are you here to apologize?
Flash, I'm back.
Oh my gosh. Eyes keep scaring me like that.
Cause you like it when I just shove it in.
They're gonna give me a fucking heart attack.
I'll penetrate you back to life.
Oh. Oh.
Now's not the time. Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
Well.
Where do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first.
Yvette's and Susan's favorite activity, talking behind other people's backs. It's locked. Off limits.
You're snooping around.
It's locked.
The White Cat. That's a bar not too far from here, isn't? Are you looking to buy land? I know you grew up on a farm. Maybe you're looking to get back to nature. Wait, is this you, Beth? What on earth led to this picture being taken?
Fine. Keep your secrets, Locker. Being recognized for doing a good job. That feeling never gets old. Haven't gotten any tips so far today. Off limits.
Finding damn candles is hard as fuck.
So you do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
The kitchen is a power again, and I really you start handling it.
Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already.
I'm good. Oh, Andrew. I hope someone here shares your passion for reading.
Oh, right. My keys are still in the break room.
It's locked. The way they look at each other, you can tell it's the real deal.
No candles, but this looks like the laundry room. Have I checked the break room? I think I left my keys there during my break. Don't worry, gossiper. I'm coming back to you. I still haven't learned all of Gracie Jones' secrets.
This is not the break room.
Oh, right. My keys are still in the break room.
Damn, my shit lag. Like,
It's locked.
baby, where's the break room? It's like, ah.
Gotta hold on to these tight.
I tell you, I'm just like, I'm glad I'm recording because I can cut all this out. All that extra ass looking for what, bitch?
It would make sense for Rebecca to keep her candles by her workstation. The map in Bobby's locker obviously refers to the laundry room. I just need to find the spot marked with the X. Stash uncovered. Reb, you won't mind if I just take out a candle. Now, what next? Let's see if Beth is around.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this. Okay, to start, we need to pour the wax from the pot. Have you done this before? You're a real pro. Now, time to put the key
Hold
into the
on.
wax.
That's not what's next.
Let's give it a few seconds, so the mold really takes form. Okay, I think you can remove it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold. All right. Now we we wait for it to dry.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side.
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
Like posing with alligators?
How do you know about that?
Oh, I think it must have slipped out of your locker because I saw this picture of you in a long white dress and...
Oh my, you did? What did you think of it?
I loved it, actually. It was unique, I guess. Artistic?
Yeah. Those pictures were taken by a very close friend of mine a few years back. Ziva Rivers was her name. Earth-shattering talent, but a bit too controversial for most people's sensibilities.
Oh. Are you still friends?
No. We went our separate ways. It's a shame. She really captured me. My essence.
Your essence is to tame alligators?
My essence is to fear nothing.
Yeah, I can tell. I really admire that about you.
I'm sure under that sweet exterior, you're pretty fearless too. Haven't you ever done something really scary? I mean, other than snooping on a potential creep.
Does sailing count?
Excuse me? You sail? On a boat?
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
Maybe it'd be possible to borrow a boat for a day. I think one of Grandpa's friends still has his.
Really? That would be great. I just love trying new things.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, look! I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence. If he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
I've got 2 keys. Now, let's test them out.
Grab this master key just in case. Oh, well, guess I can't use it no more.
You almost look like Marcella.
careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break. Oh, shoot. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles. Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
In secret language, all I do is look of your lips and imagine kissing you. I can't wait. Ooh. Ooh.
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella? I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to. An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for? Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice. I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed. Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
You've opened it, right?
Me? Disregarding someone's privacy? Of course I did.
I'm a bad influence on you.
Or have we been bad influences on each other? I guess we'll never know.
So, what's in it?
It's 3 train tickets, and, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California.
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
I think Marcella hired him. I found some letters Paul wrote to her. He said that her proposition took him by surprise, and that he'd need an advance on his salary.
What did she hire him for? To investigate her own affair?
I'm not sure. I didn't find the letter he was replying to.
And why did he have those pictures of you anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
What about you? Who is Beth Lambert when no one's looking?
I like to think that with me, what you see is what you get. But maybe an extra Snoopy super sleuth could uncover a few more layers. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Come see me when your shift ends, alright? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
That ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed.
What the fuck? Wait, who is that? Oh.
Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz.
Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Is this about Paul? Does that mean... Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions.
Please let there be someone around who can help.
Girl, that shit scared the fuck out of me. Girl, I don't wanna.
I have to get the power back on.
I don't wanna go that way. Why am I following the blood, bitch? Am I dumb?
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. I don't think there's anything here that would help me. Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box?
Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel. Paul really got into his role. He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
Girl, I am so slow and blind. It makes no sense. If there was an actual killer, I'd be dead. This bitch, he be right there in my motherfucking face. He'll murder my ass.
Power's back. Now, I should go down to the lobby. Call the police.
Damn it.
I have to contact the police. I should be able to call from the front desk.
bodies of a woman and 3 children. 3 children. Oh. Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Phone. I need a phone. Beth? Where is everyone?
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you. Now, I just have to wait for the police. Is this the brochure Beth was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne? Why does the VIP want to meet with Paul? Maybe he fell for his role-playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator.
Oh, hey you.
Great timing, right? I'm thinking if we're lucky, Bernard will let us go home. No point in working in the dark. Sophie? Bean, you're not scared of the dark, are you? Hey, is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector,
Oh, you did? What was the bloke up to?
you don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Beth.
Merde. Merde. Sit down, okay? You look like you're about to faint. Have you called the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was there an accident?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Merde. Do you think it could have been Anne and Marcella?
What about Paul? He and Hector were caught fighting. I also found a letter from one of Hector's customers. He seemed really angry. I guess it could be him as well.
The cops will want to talk to you. Know what you've seen. You need to be careful about what you tell them. If word of Anne and Marcella's affair gets out, they may put a label on them that will really hurt them. It might not even matter in the end if they did it or not.
I think I know what you mean. It's easier to put the blame on people who are different from you, even if you're wrong.
I'm glad you can see that. It makes the world a little safer to have people like you in it. You know, I was barely 20 when I was shoved into a police car for just hanging out with people who made me feel like I wasn't so messed up after all.
What? Where did that happen?
At a bar called the White Cat. It's supposed to be a safe space, but it gets raided by cops every now and then. I know Anne was caught at least once too.
Wait, you know her?
No, I've never talked to her, but I've seen her a few times. Marcella and her, they're just like me.
Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this.
Maybe now you can understand why I care so much about you. I don't know if I'm feeling inspired by Anne and Marcella, or if it's the shock of being so close to an actual murder, but, I'd really like for us to be more than just friends, Sophie.
Girl, wait. Y'all gay? We don't do that gay shit around here. We don't do none of that gay shit over here. Okay, lesbian on lesbian. You and your lesbian relationship. Kick that.
Yeah, I
Pride
like
Month
that
is
too.
over.
That's... That's great. The police is here. Just be mindful of what you tell them, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Like, where is everybody?
Miss
Like,
Roy?
that.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
I'm not sure. I guess the doors must have malfunctioned.
A malfunction? Is that something that happens often?
Quite often, yeah. Eugene, that's our maintenance guy. He has to repair the elevator at least twice a month. We also have a lot of problems with the electricity and the plumbing. It's an old building, you know?
So I've heard. What did you do when you found the body?
I checked if he was still alive.
How?
I tried to find his pulse, but there wasn't one.
Did you move the body at all?
Move the... What do you mean?
We've found evidence that the body first fell inside the elevator, but was then moved out of it.
Mr. Cruz was halfway inside the elevator when I found him. Since the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, I had no choice but to move the body to leave the 5th floor.
So that must be why the elevator bell was ringing. Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I hadn't thought about that.
Well, I'm sure you don't find corpses every day. What did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
Of course you have. Listen, I couldn't care less that you're a nosy Nelly. Most women are. But I need you to tell me what you know.
All right.
Let's start with the victim's wife, Marcela Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
I don't really know anything. She just looks like a loving, caring wife.
Really? That's odd, because we learned a lot about Mrs. Cruz when we went through her room. And let's just say that loving, caring wife are not the first words that would come to mind.
Oh?
Oh,
She's a lesbian,
Oh!
involved in some sordid affair with the guest from room 507, Mrs. Beaumont. Have you ever witnessed them engaging in immoral behavior?
immoral.
I'm asking if you've seen them being, intimate.
No, I haven't. No.
And did you hear them discuss their deviant ways in front of Mrs. Beaumont's son, perhaps? Imagine what kind of effect such perversion can have on a young child.
Mm-hmm.
Hear anything.
Did you hear them express their hatred of men? Did they ever talk about using violence against men? Did you hear them speak ill of Mr. Cruz?
No, I didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry I can't be of more help.
No, I'm sure you are. But we're not quite done yet, Miss Roy. We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
I don't know much. Only that he seems nice.
Nice. I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh?
We found out that Mr. Spade is fresh out of a madhouse. When we called the place, they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry, Miss Roy, but I just don't believe you. I think you know more than you've let on.
Excuse you?
Can I please leave?
You can. But you'd better stay in town. I'm sure I'll have more questions for you very soon.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. Let's go see what Bernard wants. The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to? I have to clean the puddle by Bernard's office. Bernard's probably in his lair.
Mm.
Ugh, go to hell.
Beth,
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm out of a job. But other than that, yeah, everything's just peachy.
What? No,
I hope you're luckier than I am. Come join me when he's done with you, all right? I'll be questioning my life choices on the mezzanine.
yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
I'm not sure, actually. Your phone call was a bit vague.
Yes, well, I
Hello?
prefer to have this conversation in person.
Yeah.
We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand
You
the
still
position I'm
recording?
in, but I
Yeah,
assure you,
I'm almost finished
it's
though.
quite uncomfortable to have one's life's work blown away like that.
Okay.
All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests,
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
Hey,
Hey.
what a week.
Yeah. So, what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I appreciate the solidarity, but you really didn't have to do that.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Ugh. He was going on and on about keeping deviants out of the hotel, so I may have lost my cool a little.
A little?
I told him I was one of those deviants he was so afraid of. He froze for a moment, then showed me the door.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'm done working under Bernard's or Linda's. Maybe it's time I become my own Bernard. Minus the fascism, of course. I could see myself owning my own establishment, one that caters to the right kind of crowd. Believe it or not, I do enjoy the company of people, just not, the stuck-up, entitled clientele of this prestigious hotel. But maybe if I were behind the counter of, say, a bar, instead of a reception desk. I don't know. Is that silly?
No, it's not. In fact, you'd be perfect for it. You're the most charming person I know.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're in my life.
Me too.
What do you think will happen to them?
Who?
Sorry, my mind wanders sometimes. I meant Paul, Anne, and Marcella. Do you think they'll be released?
Yeah, I think so. Paul will probably become a famed photographer. His portrait of you will be hanged at the Louvre, entitled The Inconspicuous Maid. It will sell for millions.
Is that so?
Yeah, and Anne and Marcella will ride into the sunset on the back of two Appaloozas, watching over their newly acquired ranch. They'll be constantly followed by their only sheep. They'll call him Paul, for old time's sake.
I like that. I just want them to be happy.
Me too.